Nowadays, most people tend to find books as this outdated source of getting information. They find books boring, when the actual truth is that they are just lazy to read a book. They don't know the actual worth of reading a book. They don't know the value of reading a book. Books are still very, very, very valuable. Most successful people like are ready to pay high amount of money to get to know what they did to become successful. But most of them, some of them actually write books about how they do it. But humans these days, they just refuse to read the books. They prefer to pay higher money to learn it personally from the person. You can actually get exactly what the person did from their book. But no, people just decide to be lazy. Reading book, like, there are advantages, different advantages of reading books. Why should we read books? It helps in expanding our knowledge. I can call book is a treasure trove of knowledge. The treasure trove of knowledge and information. A book covers a wide range of information that allows us to explore new ideas and gain insights on the book. It gives us a better understanding of the world around us. And a book also, like, it helps increase our vocabulary and language skill. It helps us communicate better with other people, because you might come across a word you've never seen before in a book, or a sentence, or a phrase. If you see it, like, you can just see it there and just go and learn what the word is. You've automatically increased your vocabulary, and you'll be have a like we have better understanding. If you have a better understanding, you have a better understanding too of learning how to talk to people. You know how to communicate better with people. It helps us in all these little skills, like it improves our memory, our concentration, and critical thinking skills. Reading books, it helps increase personal growth. How? And when I'm talking of books, I'm not talking of all these books given to us by schools. Those books are, most of them are useless. I'm talking of inspirational books, educational books, motivational books, like The Way of the Superior Man, Millionaire Fastlane, How to Win Friends and Influence People, The 48 Laws of Power. There are just a lot of books that can actually help your life, and they offer guidance on various aspects of life, such as relationships, personal development, overcoming challenges. Reading books also helps some people, like, it helps them rest, to relax. There's in relaxation for some people. Reading book is like a form of meditation. If you're reading a book, it's like you're feeding your brain. Books are food for your brain. Or let me put this in gym term. Reading a book is just like working out on your brain, just like doing exercises for your brain. Just the way you want to work on your body, you also want to work on your brain. If you read a book, you will feel like you're in a whole different world. Yet people just seem to throw that opportunity away and prefer to spend most of their time watching TV, watching stupid things on social media. They don't know what they're missing out on. And most importantly, book is a lifelong learning tool. It allows us to acquire new knowledge, and it helps us to be intellectually engaged. Books, like, they are like our personal teachers. There's no age limit for a book. There's no age limit to reading a book. You can read a book when you're 80. You can read a book when you're 60. You can read a book when you're 20. You can read a book when you're 15. When you're 10. That's why you can read a book. You can become a very, very great person just by reading a book. Someone can spend 4 years of their life in university. You can read a book and get everything that person read. Just to show you the power of reading. Just one book, you can get somebody's 4 years course from one book. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, people just decide to skip that part. But I know you my brother, one of the special ones that are ready to read a book, to make them, to help them, to guide them to the path of success. Knowledge is power. That's a quote that people, that's a quote that people over that's a quote that people overlook. Knowledge is power, and that's is actually true. Knowledge is actually power. When reading a book, you have to still learn to implement it to your life. So that's the best. That's the best. Like, if you read a book, it's gonna help you like this. But if you implement it, it's gonna help you like this. So try your best to read a book and implement what you see in the book to help you on your pathway to success. So keep reading, because knowledge is power, my friend. Keep striving for greatness.